Hello viewers, welcome back to Ivy Indiviers. I'm coming back to you all after a long time with yet another interesting recipe. The recipe is of aloo paneer paratha. Now this paratha can be had in breakfast, lunch, dinner or as a snack as well. It tastes yummy and I'm going to show you the step-by-step recipe. Before doing that, I would request you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so far to get such interesting recipes in future as well. Do subscribe to my channel. Now, let me take you through the step-by-step procedure of making this aloo paratha. You can make this paratha either with aloo, paneer or both of them. So here are the ingredients. First of all, I am taking 2 cups of atta or whole wheat flour. To make this paratha soft, what I am going to do is I am going to add a tablespoon of maida or refined flour to this. Then I am going to add a little pinch of salt. As you can see, I am adding little bit of salt to it. So friends, if you follow this procedure, this will make sure that your dough is very soft and eventually your parathas are very fluffy. I'm adding a pinch of refined oil as well, little bit of refined oil. And now what I'm going to do is mix all these dry ingredients together before adding any water. I'm mixing them all together slowly and steadily. And then I'm going to add water to it. I'm using lukewarm water and I'm adding bit by bit and making a soft dough. If you follow this procedure to make the dough, your dough will always become very soft like this. As you can see, when you press it, it's a very soft dough. This should be the consistency of the dough to make this parathas. Now comes the ingredients for the stuffing. I have taken 1 boiled potato, big size boiled potato, then some 200 grams of paneer or Indian cottage cheese. This is store bought. You can also make paneer at home. Then I am taking 1 big size onion chopped, some grated ginger, some fresh green chopped coriander and 2 green chilies. These green chilies are I am going to add only to the parathas for me and my husband. I am not going to add it initially as my son is also going to eat these parathas. Now what I am doing is I am mashing the potato with my hand so that no lumps or hard parts remain. If any hard parts remain, the paratha will break. So I am mixing it very thoroughly. To this, I am crumbling the paneer. I am also breaking the paneer with my hand and I'll mash it all together very thoroughly. See, the paneer has turned into a crumble now. And then you add the chopped onions. In goes the chopped onions as well as the ginger and the coriander will follow. You can see all the ingredients for the stuffing are very nicely mixed. To this, I am adding 1 tablespoon of salt. You can add salt as per your taste. And you can also add rest of the masalas as per your taste. What I am going to do is, to this, I am going to add a teaspoon of freshly grounded jeera powder or cumin seeds powder. This powder I have made at home only. I make all these powdered masalas at home And now I'm adding say about half teaspoon of dhania powder or coriander powder, and I'll add little bit of chicken masala or meat masala. Friends, you can also try this trick of adding meat masala or chicken masala to this type of stuffings. It really tastes good and yummy. Now I am planning to make 9 parathas. That's why I am going to make 9 equal sized balls of this stuffing. To the first 3, I'm not going to add any green chilies as my son is going to eat those parathas. Then I have added the chopped green chilies as well and made all these stuffing balls as you can see in the plate. Similarly, I have made 9 equal balls of the dough. Now I am going to show you how I roll these parathas. For this type of parathas, as the dough is soft, you have to use a generous amount of this dry flour. In Hindi, they call it palothan, so that the paratha turns out to be nice and it doesn't stick to the rolling board or the rolling pin. I am rolling it little bit in order to put my stuffing in and to seal it together. See, you can see the size. I'm rolling it a bit. Now I'm putting one ball of the stuffing, and now comes the trickiest part. You have to fold the paratha holding the edges like this, slowly and steadily, step by step, till it is completely sealed. See how I'm doing it? And then you give it a gentle press. Then again you have to use your dry flour or palothan to roll it further. Friends, if you are a beginner also, following these steps, you can make this type of stuffed parathas very easily. See, this is now completely covered with the dry flour. Now I am going to roll it further. Keep rolling it by giving it a gentle and even pressure so that the stuffings don't come out from one side. You have to put even pressure. I'm rolling it further. I continue to roll it, and I turn the paratha also from side to side. Even if some bit of stuffing seems to come out, that is okay. Only point that needs to be taken care of is that the stuffing is not coming totally out and sticking to your rolling pin or the board for that matter. I have put the tawa on the flame now so that it gets heated meanwhile, and I am going to roast this paratha on medium flame. My tawa is ready now. I am going to put this paratha on the tawa, and evenly and gently I have to roast it on both sides and see that some brown small dots come on both the sides. You can use refined oil or ghee for roasting this parathas. As you can see, I have used refined oil, and you can make this paratha totally oil free as well. So this is my yummy aloo and paneer paratha ready to be enjoyed, to be served and enjoyed. If you like this video, do like, share, comment and subscribe.